Ah, the wound is not a mortal one. Though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers, there is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
She's such a bitch, man. What do we get? Just experience. I didn't get dark side. Aerotech Ion Mat. That's all he had on him? I'm surprised. Let's talk to Riken real quick.
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back.
Okay.
Talk with Master.
Alright.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You were looking for me.
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
Why did you choose these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
But Atris is on Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to Qatar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
What happened on Qatar?
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Qatar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
Ha! I have questions.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
The Sith have revealed themselves.
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
I thought the Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us.
Do you know anything about this threat?
Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War, what secret training grounds may still remain, what worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come.
Do you have any success in tracing the Sith?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say.
Why did the Sith come here?
They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy.
Did you have any... Okay, talk about something else.
Whatever I could...
Why did you come here?
It's a long story, but there's a reason the Jedi have scattered across the galaxy. We've come to worlds such as this one. Worlds touched by war or great tragedies can be felt within the Force, strongly. We thought that by traveling into such worlds, it would help conceal us from the eyes of the enemy. And they were places we thought we might find you.
Talk about something else.
Whatever I can tell you.
Where are all the Jedi?
Scattered, searching for you. Going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope.
They were looking for me.
Yes. At least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war.
Why?
When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here.
He's the only dude who actually gives a shit. Tell me... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Master, what's his name? Shit. Oh, God, I can't remember his name. Dude on Nar Shaddaa. Zez-Kyle. He's a cool dude as well, but Atris is fucked, so I don't know. Tell me more about the Echoes.
The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine.
Talk about something else.
Whatever I can...
We're almost done here. I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal.
What do you mean?
All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you've served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be.
I want to ask something else.
Whatever I can tell.
Okay. He's gonna say we never meant to. Why'd you cut me off from the Force?
Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No. I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you.
Okay.
Whatever I can...
I have reestablished my connection.
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force.
Something else?
Whatever I can...
Let's see. I have developed a force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other. If either one of us dies.
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree, you always did form connections to others. Strong ones. Even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you. If you could find them.
Okay, I think that's about
Whatever
all.
I can tell you,
You've answered all my questions. Finally.
there is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. This is a Taru, an aggressive lightsaber form which is best used against a single opponent. Take care when you face multiple adversaries, and be sure to close the distance between ranged attackers quickly, as your ability to deflect blaster fire will be diminished. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Kavar. I like Kavar. He's got his head on straight.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help.
No problem.
Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostu
I actually took them.
arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
No problem, Talia.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
So they gave me some money. Apparently it's quite a lot. Wow. Not. Apparently not. What the hell? I skipped it because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a what? Just saying.
Welcome back from Onderon. How did you fare?
Sorry. I single-handedly ended a war. Political situation on Onderon has been dealt with. Onderon is only one leader now.
That is good news. The universe tends toward unity and balance, and you served as its catalyst in Onderon.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Cool. I'm gonna upgrade my weapons. We're gonna get some Viridian and Silver blades, the rarest lights. Well, some of the rarest lightsaber colors. There's more. There's like a bronze crystal, and bronze looks almost identical to orange, but it's a little more yellowy than the oranges. It's a little brighter, but you can tell the difference. I'm trying to think. There's what else is there? I don't know what there's a complete list online. Obviously, everything's online. So I'm sure if you really wanted to know what it was or which crystals there were, you can check them out. But I have a good chunk of them. And I still got to go to the crystal caves on Dantooine as well, where I'll get a lot more crystals to upgrade them. And everyone else's lightsabers as well. But for now, I'll focus on myself. Fuck everyone else. I don't get that at all. Because now there's no explanation, and he's still floating around Baodur. Like, look. There he is. He's fine. Stupid. Okay. Okay, first things first. We're going to make this Viridian. Look at that. I'm just going to change the colors. Silver. That is so cool. Okay, and the Fawn, Opila, 1 to 6. Pontite is pretty fucking good. Let's see what's better. So 15 to 43. Oops. Whoa. 15 to 43 or 18 to 46. That's way better. And it increases my attack modifier as well. The best of the best. That's my good lightsaber K. And this, the Stygium, is probably going to be replaced. What else do I have? Diamond. I'm going to replace this one with the Fond, I think. No, wait, what the fuck? 12 to 40. Oh. Yeah, it's a physical bonus. Or I can do that. What did I have? Diamond. I think we'll roll with that. Plus, and that's very astute. Look at it makes sense. The silver blade has a 1 to 10 cold damage. God, that's cool. Look at the bonus. I think I'll roll with that. Who's got this one? Oh, this is Baodur's. I'm not gonna give it to Baodur. I'm gonna give it to Handmaiden. We'll give her Diamond. Give her the 3. Add again lens, yeah. I don't think I'll well, should I? Maybe I will. Why not? Oh man, that is, I gotta see this. Oh, look at how sick that looks. Oh my lord. Woo, that looks dope. My Viridian blade. It's to show Exile, man. Oh, I love that. Alright, I was going to create something, wasn't I? I've created all I can, really, that's good for the lightsabers. I just got to get crystals from it. Ooh, but one thing I was going to do. Hold on a minute. 1 second. Okay, let me go to the range section. So this thing, let's just get rid of all of them for now. 3 to 24. I think it's identical. The only difference is it doesn't have an attack modifier. So, let's get rid of that for a second. Oh, but it has a critical threat damage. Hold on, let me see. What was it again? Oh god, yeah, I know. Attack modifier. Oh, it's 3 to 25, but it doesn't have that critical threat, so I'm gonna put it back on. He's gonna keep it. It's not enough to warrant. That's ridiculous. I don't even know who's using that. Oops. Shit. Ah. God. No. Stop. There we go. Cool. Alright, I'm going to save it here, and we'll come back. Alright, we'll be back.